Oh no, that's no good. How about this? Mandy was shy and a good student nurse, but one Friday night she took a turn for the worse. She went out for a drink with some girls from her class. They saw another side of Mandy before the night passed. It was 8:45, she was dandy and fine. Now, do you remember what I said on Tuesday? It's very important to record the time when anything happens. It's in neurological stuff, yeah? So you could help me as we get through the evening and I say what happened at different times. You could repeat that so I'm quite sure what happened when, yeah? So it goes, it was 8:45, she was dandy and fine. Everybody? 8:45, she was dandy and fine. Well done, thank you. So Mandy took a brandy and tequila was next. The alcohol starts on the frontal cortex. Mandy began to crack one or two jokes and started to chat up a couple of blokes. It was 9:45 when her eyes turned to men. It was 9:45 when her eyes turned to men. That's it. Soon the drinker reached the parietal lobe. They left the mate's head and went down to the globe, so Mandy could give karaoke a go. She knocked back 6 shots and put on quite a show. At 11:05, she never felt so alive. Everybody, 11:05, she never felt so alive. Her singing was met with a cold flat reception, but she couldn't tell with distorted perception. She sang some Madonna and danced like a loony. She thought, that's funny, the old barmaid suddenly looks like George Clooney. At 11:45, she was full of herself. At 11:45, she was full of herself. Now the temporal lobe was now feeling effects. It saves her remembering what she did next. The occipital lobe lost control of her sight. She could see 3 George Clooneys and she turned kind of white. At 1:20, she wasn't sure what she'd done. At 1:20, she wasn't sure what she'd done. The room started spinning and she struggled to stand. The cerebellum was stuffed and she got out of hand. Bacardis and gins were now making their way towards the base of ganglia as she felt the room sway. It was 2:22 when her head turned to stew. It was 2:22 when her head turned to stew. Her putamen and caudate govern fine motor tasks. Already they're both gassed and she dropped her wine glass. Just a matter of time till she's totally stoned and making a call down the white telephone. At 3:29, she was spilling her wine. At 3:29, she was spilling her wine. Do they still have that phrase, the white telephone? You don't know what I'm talking about? It's the toilet you're sitting in. Oh. She threw up and consciousness came and it went. They carried her home, she looked shattered and spent. They laid her on her side so her airway was clear. Shy Mandy was safe with her nurse friend so near. It was just after 4 when she crashed through the door. It was just after 4 when she crashed through the door. And it was so kind and thoughtful of them to protect her when the beer reached to her brainstem. Now Monday morning, she was back in her class, and nobody spoke about Friday just past, till Mandy herself said, thanks friends, that was fun. Please no one tell me what on earth I have done. And she asked her own head to be kind and forgive her, and she said the same thing to her poor misused liver. It was 9:15, she was dandy and fine, but at 9:45 she said never again. You were there.